Good morning, everybody. So happy Monday. Fresh new week to set new goals, and I just wanted to get on here and talk about my goals for the week. I didn't get to do any research on my vitamins for the week, but I will be doing that tonight. So later on this week, I will get that to you. We've already gone over, like I said, the major nutrients, carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And now we're honing into the vitamins and minerals. The point of this whole series is just to get back to the basics. We've gotten so far off track with our eating and our chemical use that it's hard to know where to start. So I figured a good starting point would be to educate ourselves on the importance of everything that we do put into our bodies. We want to nourish our bodies and take care of them, avoid excess chemicals, which is just common sense at this point. We look past them for so many years and we never really did anything about it. And now people are waking up slowly and realizing, like, hey, we do have options. Or if we don't have options, then we can make options. It's like that's a business opportunity sitting right there. If there's some kind of product that is not good for you, and other people want alternative sources, then that's something to look into. You can sell all this type stuff. If it's homemade or handmade, you can sell it on Etsy. A lot of people sell handmade soaps. My parents' neighbor, the son and the dad, they make honey, and it's fresh honey every year. And listen how crazy this is. This is just case in point. So it is my parents' next door neighbor. My mom takes a teaspoon of honey, of this particular honey, every morning with her coffee, and her allergies went from 100 to 0. So it's like, they explained it to her, the people that take care of the bees, that they pick up all of these pollen and stuff locally in the yard. So what it does is it works like any other type of medicine. The honey gives you a little dose of whatever you're allergic to. And so with my mom taking this honey that is produced next door, her allergies have improved. They don't even exist anymore. So when I tell you, all these small things can make such a big difference. I'm not talking about honey that you buy at the grocery store. That's just a lot of sugar and highly processed. But just to say that there is a market for things like that. So if you're ever dealing with a product or looking for a better alternative and you can't find it, maybe that could be, like I said, a business opportunity for you to be able to produce something that's healthy and contribute to the world in that way, to give people a better option. Corporate America's not going to do it. They had every opportunity to make better products, and they continue to choose profit over people. So that's what's so important about small businesses. I did hear, I'm not sure if this is correct information or not, but they were saying that the grocery store prices have been staying so elevated because the big corp has knocked out the small farmers. So the small farmers were giving competitive prices, quality product, and they just bought them out. That's what corporate America does. Instead of maybe taking notes and seeing why people like their products better, they'll just knock you out and keep selling the same stuff that they always did. So it is important. One small change, like the honey for my mom, she is providing business to, it's so cute, the little boy, he's 7 years old and he has his little bee suit on. It's oversized because I think they just make them for adults, or he's using his dad's old one. And I mean, it's just the cutest thing to see him in his little bee gear, and that's his hustle every year, you know. Like, I think that's so cool. You get to support your neighbor's kids' dreams. You're motivating him to continue to do what he's doing, because it is very important to have natural choices when it comes to our food. But so my goal this week is to try to identify products that aren't serving me. I've slowly been eliminating one product after another, and I'm starting to feel better. It's so crazy. I don't know what the process of elimination, what part of it has caused this, but my vision has improved. I sit on the same part of the couch in our house for a long time, and I could never read the clock on the stove. My vision was just too blurry. Well, I looked at it the other day, and I mean, clear as day, I can see every single number, and I was like, what is going on? Honestly, I think it's some type of toxin that I was putting into my body on an everyday basis, and that has, now that it's been eliminated, that has improved my vision, which is like, what? But that was the last thing I expected from taking out bad products. But it just goes to show you that there's so many ways that these things are affecting us and that we're just not aware of. So, like I said, it is impossible just to make a fresh start and totally get away from everything chemical-wise. But the best thing to do is just do it one at a time, slowly but surely. We always talk about small changes lead to big changes. So, like I said, this week I'm going to try to find another product to eliminate. So far, with the products that I have been eliminating, I feel better. My body feels more normal. I didn't know what normal was, I guess, for a long time, because I've just been on a medication for 10 plus years that wasn't necessary. I got off of that. It was difficult. There was 2 weeks after. So if you're ever trying to get off of a medication, just know that there is a window where it will be tough, but it's worth it. You just have to fight through it, break the habit, really. It's really, the hardest part is breaking a habit when it comes to something like that. And making the decision for yourself. You know, you shouldn't make it for anyone else. That's the only way that you're going to find real success in addictive type categories, whether it's addiction to food or addiction to drugs. You have to do it for yourself. You have to also want to do it for the people around you, because it does affect everyone else around you, but you really want to do it for yourself. And you have to, no one's going to do it for you. You have to make up your mind, go through the difficult part, and come out on the other end healthier and happier. I know it's easier said than done. It might take you a few tries, but if you don't succeed the first time, then just try again. And this has to do with many, many bad habits that we have, whether it's smoking cigarettes, like I said, drug use, alcohol. There's so many different factors and so many different ways that we're poisoning each other. Like, when I go to my doctor, you have to bring your medication with you. And some of these old people, they literally have 20 medications. And it's like, what is it doing to their bodies, like, unintentionally, that we don't know of? Like, are you prescribing another pill because of a side effect potentially? Like, I really think we're over-medicated and undernourished. So that's why I'm here to teach you guys about nutrition. And all of these things that I'm going over, maybe one thing will, like, just grab at you and you'll be like, wait, that might be my problem, you know, like, and then you can kind of focus on it. You can assess, try to diagnose the problem, intervene, try to find a solution, monitor, You're going to monitor your results and reevaluate. Is it working for me? Is it not working for me? It really is about using your common sense, because it is your body. You know way more than your doctor about how you're feeling, what you deem necessary. It makes me really curious about mental health. Like, okay, mental health is very important to me, but are some of us just naturally more anxious than other people? Is it from outside factors that are making us anxious, like these fast moving lifestyles that we have? Depression. Is depression really cured by a pill that maintains and you have to take forever? I'm not sure now, you know, like we accepted that for a long time, but if you think about our grandparents' generation, yeah, some of them did struggle with mental things, but it wasn't nearly to the way that it is today. Like, honestly, I don't think all the kids are ADD. I think all the kids are kids, and they're acting like kids, and putting them sitting down in a desk all day is child abuse to me. It's like, what a waste of their youth and their spirit and their energy and their creativity. Like, to just have them sit in a desk and be indoctrinated with whatever kind of information the school system deems fit. And the school system, I hate to say it, it's just like big business. It's ugly, it's dirty, and it's not admirable in my opinion. The kids need to be nourished, they need to be socialized, even with like the food that we feed the kids at school. Like, I watched a video and it showed like the different lunches from all over the world for kids. Ours was the absolute worst. Like, we have the most surplus and the most money of any country to our knowledge. So why aren't we feeding our kids well? Oh, because it's too expensive, school board, right? It's just really gross, honestly. I don't like the way that big business moves. They're like the school board, oh, they just always need more money, more money. If I went back to my high school today, 20 years later, like, they didn't put a lick of paint on those walls. Like, it seems prison-like, honestly. Like, school is not, I feel like I could have flourished when I was younger, not in that type of setting. You know, like, I went to a public school, and that was a lot cooler. I was younger, I wasn't quite, you know, a rebel at that point. But I went to a Catholic school in middle school and high school, and every kid is paying over $1,000 a month to be there. And when I tell you some of our teachers didn't have degrees, my grandma's neighbor taught us music appreciation because they didn't have anywhere else to put us. It's like, is that worth my parents' money every month? So I think a lot of changes need to be made in the school system for the kids, and just for overall health and well-being. Like, it's like, is your kid anxious and depressed because he's been sitting in a desk all day? That sounds logical to me. So we just need to step back and all these things that we've been taught are good may not be good. Some may be good. You know, we need to just use, like I said, our better reasoning, try to set up goals and do what's best for us. You know, it's like society will take every ounce of your energy if you let it. So you really want to step back, focus on yourself, minimize all of this stuff that we're ordering on Amazon, all these non-essential things that we order all the time is a waste of our money and a waste of your time, because your time is money. You work your butt off every week, and honestly, I don't think we should be providing most of our money to corporate America because they're not doing anything good for us in return. So minimize, buy what you need, and if it is something that's extra, absolutely love it. Don't just buy it to have some retail therapy. That gives corporate America the upper hand, and it just keeps putting more money into the 1% pocket and taking more money out of our pockets. So that's just my thought on that. But this week I'm going to be, like I said, trying to focus on another product that I can take out of my life that'll make hopefully my body healthier. I'm getting improved vision, which is probably due to lack of neurotoxins. So like I said, an unexpected gain for me. So that's why it is important to just pay attention and do the best that you can. And sometimes a small change can make the biggest difference. Always try to shop local. Local businesses are starting to flourish again, finally. It's been a long 5 years for small business, but we don't want everything to come from Amazon, because eventually Amazon's going to do just like what they're doing now. You know, is it still 2-day shipping? When they can, you know, but that was like their thing. Oh, we'll get it to you in 2 days. Well, that's not how it works anymore, because they dominate the market, you know. So it's just unfortunate. And then their prices are starting to crawl up, and the more of a monopoly that they become, the more that the prices will crawl up. So go shop local, shop small business, try to, you know, purchase real meat from real farmers. I know everyone doesn't have that access, you know, depending on where you live. But that's how we try to put the power back into our hands and the strength back into our communities. We have a couple businesses coming up around us, which is lovely to see, because over the past 5 years you were just seeing a business shut down. Oh, there's another one shut down, another one shut down. Well, we're seeing growth, we're seeing progress, so that's a plus. So we're going to be optimistic. Hopefully we can all make a good decision for ourselves this week, whether it is trying to figure out how many calories you're supposed to burn a week. Go ask AI your total energy expenditure. That is a good starting point to gain control in the weight department. I did see that there's a new app. It's called like AI Tracker, and you take a picture of your food and it will tell you the calories in it. I don't know, I really didn't mess with it. I don't know how accurate it is, but that would be a good second step in the food department to be able to gain control there. And then this week, my personal goal is, I haven't been exercising like I should, so I will be exercising 1 to 2 times this week, aiming for 2, definitely gonna do 1. And these are the small steps that I'm talking about, guys. It's not about like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna do everything right. It's like, just do something. Just do something, and you won't regret it. And at the end of the day, this is what is going to change your life for the better, and not make it this major change that makes it too difficult to attain or to, you know, even do at all. So I wish you guys good luck this week. I'll be back later with my vitamin D research, and we'll learn from there. We know that vitamin D comes from the sun. So always go outside, get you some sunlight if you have the opportunity, touch the earth. I do have some information on